Here we go. Constructors. They're
Surely
20.
Fourth now in the
Yeah, they're fourth,
in
57
standings?
points. So they're way ahead of Haas, of course, but they're.
Yeah, there's now a four-way battle because it drops off to Haas with 20 points.
Yeah.
So the top four are all within reach of an overall championship, although Ferrari have got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Ferrari
So
57.
Haas are fifth now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
By 1 point.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, 1 point ahead of Williams.
That's something I put to Ayo over the winter, I seem to remember. One of the interviews I did with him, maybe it's for our first wheel-to-wheel show of the year, actually, John. But I said, given where you were last year, the way you finished last year, how quick you were compared to Aston Martin, is fifth the target? Can you lead the midfield? He was like, no, we do things step by step. So sixth, because they lost out to Alpine at the end of last year. But he might have to rethink that now.
Yeah.
In fact, should we try and find out from him? Shall we ask him?
Why
I
not?
warned you, Ayo, that I was going to come back here if you had a good day.
After the race, that was a good race. I was hoping I'd see you after the race. That was one hell of a race, that was.
How did you pull that off? Because I will admit that there wasn't a huge amount of drama in terms of, cars dropping out of the race or having huge problems, and you just seem to take advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah, honestly, today, I'm almost speechless. So happy because we've done everything right. We are proactive. We had the confidence, not overconfident. Worked together as a team. So strategy was right, timing was right, communication was right, and then guys done pit stop when it matters. Well, every single stop mattered, but amazing, So brilliant.
A word on the two drivers, because Esteban with a big undercut at the start of the race to get himself up into, I think, sixth place at that stage. But then he had to have his elbows out a little bit and look after those tyres. Given as well that we started the day talking about a crash he had yesterday, how impressed with the way he handled today?
Honestly, we had a really good chat last night. And then, he's a different person today. I think this is Gene calling. It's okay. I'll call him back.
It is Gene calling. And it literally just says Gene on his phone as well. Not Gene Haas, just Gene.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We are like this. We are all one big family. It's been amazing support from Gene. Once we managed to regain the trust of him at some point last year, he's always been fantastic. But yeah, the trust he has, the belief he has in us, and he is investing. So I can't ask for more.
Gene, if you're listening to your radio right now, we are live. So that is the reason that Ayo didn't just pick up. It's my fault. Send. We are live, Ayo, yes. So send the bill to Speed City Broadcasting. The guys will take care of it. Anyway, Ayo, back to the race itself, though. Esteban, like you say, totally different person. But Ollie, too, looked very aggressive early on to get himself right into the mix from the back of the grid.
Yeah, I mean, we had to be aggressive, if you like, but not silly aggressive, but in a correct manner. And then our mindset was totally all aligned. Drivers were up for it. And then the last thing I said to Oli on the grid was, let's do the Shanghai again, overtake as many people as possible, let's have fun. And he was like, he just had a smile on his face. So the whole, what do you call it, the mood, atmosphere was great. We were up for it today, and we just delivered. Amazing.
Well, I can see it in your face. You're smiling, you're laughing. The final question, though, I've got for you is, if I take you back to Sunday night in Melbourne, and how that weekend went, can you believe that right now you are fifth in the Constructors' Championship?
Oh, really? Okay. I haven't even counted up the points. No, of course I can't. It's Formula One. So a lot changes in a very short space of time. We all know that. That's why, in Melbourne, even from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, from track side, we are talking to the guys in Italy, guys in the UK, working together, trying to find a solution, formulate a plan, strategy, to understand and agree on how we're going to tackle the next few races. And then Shanghai, Suzuka here, you see the result of that. We are far from perfect, of course, but what really gives me great pleasure is this team, how we grew up together and then believing together and then support each other. There was none of those blame culture or finger pointing or hiding away. We all accepted we got a big issue here. We got to tackle it head on. What's the best way to go about it? And we're just working together. And then two drivers, Esteban, Ori, they've been absolutely a center of it. That's what we needed. That's what I was looking for. And that's what we're doing. So honestly, I cannot complain. I'm so proud of this team, everyone.
Well, I hope you get to enjoy it tonight. But then you've got Jeddah next weekend. Can you replicate it there? Can you be quick there and in the points again?
Can we just enjoy this moment? No. Honestly, of course, yeah. We'll do our best in Jeddah. But I think we have to take it one race at a time because, like I said, I'm not kidding. to say that we completely solved the fundamental issue of the car. We still got it. Even here, we have it, but not obviously to the nowhere near the severe extent as Melbourne, because partly because of track, partly because we actually improved the car. But we're not completely out of it. So honestly, I have to be grounded every single race. We have to go with the open mind and then try to get the best car set, the best program, get the best out of drivers. So yeah.
Well, like you say, you can focus on that and be grounded tomorrow. Enjoy today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thanks, Ayo.
God, this is such a fun story right now with
Right.
after with him taking over from Gunther and tremendous uncertainty. You remember at the beginning of last year, he was saying we're nowhere. We are going to be nowhere. Great year last year, this year. This is really fun, and he's such a likable guy, isn't he?
Yeah, effervescent, isn't he?
Yeah.